Hey, I hope you're having a beautiful day today. If you're new here, my name is Isa. I'm a professional makeup artist, so every 6 to 8 months I do a pretty big restock for my kit. This is like the major restock of this year, so I just wanted to share this with you and let you know my thoughts on all these products. I'll start off with skincare. The packaging for this Tatcha water cream is just so pretty. The scent is very fresh, gives you a lot of moisture without it being oily. It's perfect for oily to combination skin, acne prone skin, sensitive skin. This is the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. This is the small version, but as you can see, like, it's completely empty. I used it till the last drop. The small version lasted me probably like 8 months. It has a very fresh and citrus scent, and it just feels like butter, like in the best way possible when you put it on your skin. It is a primer and moisturizer. This is perfect for someone that has extremely dry skin, if your skin is more on the normal or combination side. If your skin is oily, I would suggest to try something else because it might be a little bit too hydrating for you. I love the Clinique Moisture Surge. This is my everyday moisturizer. Deep hydration without making you oily at all. Or like, it doesn't feel heavy or greasy on the skin whatsoever. It's very light. The Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen, it has a very silky finish on the skin. It reminds me a lot of what a silicone based primer would feel like. There's absolutely no color to it, so it'll work with every single skin tone. Like, it's really beautiful underneath makeup. So all of these that I just mentioned, I have never come across any issues with these whatsoever. They work beautifully, they hydrate the skin. I have a couple different options depending on what skin type my clients have. I really like this Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. It is really good for oily skin. It's not gonna make your T-zone shiny. It just sinks into your makeup really nicely and makes it last a very long time. Whereas the MAC Fix Plus gives you a very dewy finish. I got the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. These two are very similar. So these are my 3 go-to setting sprays. Moving on to bases and foundations. I got 4 of these Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundations. Shades 6, 9, 13, and 15. Something that I do want to note about the shade range is that it's basically 50 shades of white for most of the foundations, and it's only the last couple shades that are more geared towards deeper skin tones, and Giorgio Armani, you gotta change that, please and thank you. However, I am very impressed with the deepest shade. It's very, very deep. Let me do a couple swatches so that you can see the shade range. Number 6 is my shade. I actually have it on right now. It's more of an olive undertone. Number 9 is more of an olive tone as well. 13, as you can see, has reddish undertone. Number 15, it's more of a neutral. This shade range right now has worked for me with all my clients. I haven't had an issue with it being too light. As a makeup artist, to get any shade in between, I can just mix them. I'm actually really happy with all of these shades. They look very good on clients, on real skin tones. It's a very, very light coverage. However, it does like blur out if you have any redness or uneven skin tone. It looks really pretty. I really like how light they are. As it says like in the name, like luminous, you would expect it to be like almost dewy, but it's not. It is more of like a natural finish on the skin. It looks like it's your skin but better. So in any areas that you want to add a little bit more coverage, that's where I go in with a more heavy duty concealer to give more coverage. But I like to have an overall like light feel to the skin everywhere else, because I don't know, like being cakey is just not it. It just gives you like flawless. Okay, listen, hear me out. I know they're so expensive, but honestly, like for the beautiful finish it leaves on your skin, especially for bridal looks, oh my gosh, they're gorgeous. And for makeup artists or for someone that just wants to like splurge, they're definitely worth it. I also got the Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation, and this is the shade 6N. This was the last shade that I was missing in my range to be able to custom mix for any kind of skin tone. So let me show you the rest as well. Starting from this side, it's 1N, 3W, 6N, which is the one I just got, and 9N. Like, it has worked out for me for all skin tones, just like mixing them together. Inclusivity in shade ranges is so important to me. I have to say that Dior does have an extremely good shade range. They have a bunch of different ones for each undertone on the tan and deep side, and deep dark also. The shade 9N I usually use as a contour actually. It's the darkest one I've been able to find yet. Most other products, they kind of just look grayish on top of those contour areas, and this one, it has a really rich, really beautiful undertone when applying to the perimeter of the face. These Dior Backstage Face and Body foundations are really beautiful, honestly, and it's what I lean towards most of the time. It's more on the matte side, but it still has a very beautiful natural finish to the skin. Definitely they have a lot more coverage than the Giorgio Armani foundations, but I still consider them light to medium coverage foundation. They're buildable. I got the Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Liquid Blush. This is the shade Grateful, and I am obsessed with it. It's beautiful for deep skin tones. It looks really good on also light skin tones, and you just need the tiniest amount. Like, I'm talking so little. They're extremely pigmented. They're very dewy. It has a really beautiful finish on the skin, and I love to put it kind of like under, like on top of your foundation, underneath your concealer, so that it kind of like blurs out. I'm telling you, if you have not tried these blushes, you need to try them. They are game-changing. I love them so much. Also did a restock on the Laura Mercier translucent powder and also translucent medium deep. They are beautiful. It's like, it gives you a real life filter on your skin almost. They just give you such a flawless airbrush finish on your skin. I am obsessed. I use them to bake. It will lock in your foundation, and it's just like great. Love, obsessed. I got 3 of the Anastasia Brow Wiz and 1 brow pen. They're in the shades Soft Brown, Dark Brown, Granite, and the brow pen is in the shade Dark Brown. I already have taupe in my collection, but I didn't need to restock that one. As you can tell, like, I was running low on everything here. Okay. So this is a full range from light to dark. Anastasia has so many different colors, and honestly, I have tried a bunch of different formulas, a bunch of different products, a bunch of different brands, and I always circle back to Anastasia. I have been using these for probably going on 6 years. Like, I am obsessed with these. I refuse to use anything else. Also have the dip brow, but I don't like the dip brows. I don't know. It has a super duper fine tip, so you can get in there precisely. You won't be able to do any like hair-like strokes, but that is exactly what the brow pen is for. Like, you can get really fine, teeny tiny strokes with this one. So it's perfect to do fill in literally gaps and like make it look like brow hairs. So the brow pen will give you a lot more control on like fine little brow hairs, but I really like how small the Brow Wiz is. It just gives me a lot of flexibility to be able to create the brow shape that I want on my clients and on myself. For eyes, I decided to get some colorful pencils. So this is a Norvina Chroma stick in the shade Violet. It's very pigmented, and oh my god, is it long lasting. Like, you need to scrub this. Both of these are the Makeup Forever Aqua Resist Color Pencils. Deep Sea and Forest. You know, I did a bunch of swatches at Sephora, and I was testing them out, and I did like a whole day wear test on my hand, like constantly washing my hands and trying to get them off. And once they dry down, they are very waterproof, very smudge proof. They don't come off. So when you're trying to remove it, you definitely do need an oil-based cleanser or just oil makeup remover, because that's the only thing that will break down. Even though my dermatologist says that oil is not good for your skin, okay, but when I'm trying to remove waterproof products, I'm not gonna sit there and scrub my eye and cause more wrinkles to my eye. So I'm just gonna like a cleansing oil to remove it. ¿Para qué batallar? Okay, I also got some lip liners. These Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencils. Limitless Brown, Dimensional Dark Brown, the Aqua Lip in the shade 3C. This is what I have on my lips right now, paired with a Venti Gloss. The Aqua Lip in 3C, Limitless Brown, and Dimensional Dark Brown. These lip liners are very good quality. The Aqua Lips from Makeup Forever, they're very, very long lasting, waterproof, and just overall, like, I would prefer to have these two colors as that formula, but they don't have it available. They don't have like deeper shades for like darker skin tones and like that exact specific formula. So these do, like the artist pencils, they are easier to blend, they smudge, they're for like eyes, lips, brows, and everything. Also, I got the black track liner from MAC. So I went on a hunt and searched for so many different liners. Finally, I landed on this MAC one. So there you go. I was running low on my Makeup by Mario Master Mattes Pro Lip Palette. Here it is. It comes with a little brush and a palette so you can mix on top of, which I find really handy, but most times I just like put it on my main palette. The formula of these is just beautiful. I wouldn't say it's really matte though. Like, it says it's matte, but I'd say it's more of like a satin, like a comfortable matte satin. They're not long lasting though, so these are just regular cream lipsticks. They glide on, they're just creamy and beautiful. I love them so much. The fact that this palette has the artistry shades of yellow, blue, white, and black, you can just like really custom mix whatever color you want with this. It is perfect, 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 perfect. And finally, these two Fenty lip glosses in the shade Glass Slipper and Fenty Glow in the shade in Heat. Like, it's such a beautiful gloss. Like, the Fenty, just, I love Fenty glosses. They're not sticky, they're super shiny, they just are very comfortable and long wearing, also pretty hydrating. I actually didn't mean to get the Heat version of this one. I was just trying to get the regular Fenty gloss, but I kind of like it. I didn't know it was plumping until I tried it on and I was like, oh. This one is very intense though. This is it for the Sephora haul, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you were entertained. I just love looking at makeup and like trying new makeup and stuff like that. If you're interested, you can check out my Instagram, which is where I post more regularly. Subscribe to stay updated on any future videos I do post. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Bye!